2 Kings 15 and 2 Chronicles 26. Well, before we get to the prophets and our readings to come, let's finish up the northern kingdom. Before we do, we have one more southern king to mention in our reading today. Amaziah dies in a conspiracy, and his son, and remember in the south, it's always the son that takes the place of the king. His son is Azariah, again a shortened form of the same name as Uzziah. He seems to be a very strong ruler. In fact, he'll reign 52 years. So 52 years, yes. So a very strong reign, very prosperous, but his heart is lifted up, it says, at the end of his kingdom. And he's turned into or caused to be a leper by God throughout the last years of his life. Well, back to the northern kingdom. And again, this brings us to the end of the northern kingdom in our reading here. Jeroboam, again, 41 years, very long and prosperous reign, but that prosperity brings instability. And wouldn't you know it, that will be a theme even all the way to the life of Jesus, where beware of riches is always in the background of the gospel message, shall we say, that when it comes to how to treat God, be very careful that you get your eyes set on prosperity, and that's what Jeroboam does. And so what comes now will be a rapid succession of kings as the northern kingdom comes to a close. Zechariah is his son. He is killed by Shallum, and both men together only reign for a total of 7 months. So it seems that we have instability in the northern kingdom itself. Menahem, or Menachem actually is how you'd say it in Hebrew, he kills Shallum, and he will reign for 10 years. Pekahiah then is his son, and he will reign for a short 2 years. And by this time, we have had, and let's mention it now, Tiglath-Pileser. He's also called Pul in 2 Kings, Pul. But he is the king of Assyria. Now that's, again, way far to the north and east, but it's a strong, growing country to the northeast up there. And they will start to show pressure down here in Israel. But back to our story. Pekahiah reigns a very short 2 years. He is killed by a man named Pekah, seems to be one of his generals. Pekah reigns, it says, 20 years. And then Hoshea will be officially the last king of the northern kingdom, and he will reign 9 years. Now, what we know based on how these kings come and then go, either by being killed or some kind of conspiracy usually, or in war, we know that these last years, by looking at chronology, especially of the Assyrian literature, this period of time is precisely 25 years. If you add up these dates, that doesn't work. So we know that there must be some kind of co-regencies between these kings. This is the hardest area of Old Testament chronology. It's in the latter stages of the northern kingdom. But the best way to get around that problem seems to be where 2 kings reigned at the same time. But again, as we come to the end of this kingdom, and we'll hear the actual end of the story in 2 Kings 17. But for now, in our reading here, we had Tiglath-Pileser come south and exact tribute from Menachem. We had him come down and get land from Pekah, taking back some of the land that Assyria had lost elsewhere. And then he will come down one final time and take all the people. And thousands upon thousands of Jews, Israelites in the northern kingdom, will be killed or deported off to Assyria, especially as we get into chapter 17. So the point that we can see in our reading today is that in the last 25 years of Israel's kingdom in the north, we have a rapid succession of 6 kings. It comes after a period of great monetary strength, which again shows that that lesson that prosperity is not necessarily, in fact, it rarely is a sign of spiritual maturity in a people.